Today I'm making a hard beat using only FL Studio stock plugins. When I started out with music, this was years ago, I didn't have money to buy fancy ass plugins. All I really had was an FL Studio trial version and that voice in my head and the fire in my heart that was telling me to make music. And to be honest with you, that's all you really need. So today I'm gonna show you how. So let's make the beat. Let's start with the BPM. Today it's 165. Let's add a piano. Today we'll do FL keys because we're using stock plugins. Go to the piano roll. Key. Let's do A minor. Let's do chords. Let's do an E minor. Let's move it around. Let's do root notes. Let's do a top melody. Okay, let's add sounds. Flex. For these chords, I want to do like a choir voice kind of a thing. That's hard. Hmm. Hmm. Let's do a reverb. Let's add a chorus. Fruity chorus. Hyper chorus. What are we doing next? Let's add another FL keys. Let's do the top melody. So there's this preset in FL keys, which is actually pretty cool. If we add effects on top of it, it will sound professional. Okay. EQ. Let's add a free plugin, which will give it that vintage vibe. Yeah. Yeah, so this is too much. Let's move the bass line here. This is the bass line. Let's add another piano. No, not FL keys. Fax instruments, keyboard, close grand. There we go. Gives it that dark vibe. I really want to add like a violin. The short notes that we do, like the stabs, the brass stab kind of a thing. Okay. I'm gonna do another flex because why the fuck not? Strings, right? Yeah. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 What I want to try is that on the vocals, I want to do like a halftime thing. So there's this free halftime plugin, which is called Deja Vu. Deja Vu. It's actually, like, to be honest with you, I'm not gonna lie, this is actually better than halftime. So, this halftime thing, we're gonna do it somewhere in the, maybe in the verse or in the bridge or something. Let's arrange it a little bit. This we're gonna do with the bass line. I want this in the hook or the drop. We're gonna start with the vocals. We're gonna add the piano. Then we're gonna add the strings and move on with the piano. More of this. Then in the verse, I'm gonna do these. Let's do a bass line, which goes with the piano. And for the bass line, we're gonna do citrus. Citrus. This one's nice. Mm. We're gonna mess with the envelope a bit because this is like too punchy. Just removing the lows a bit so that it doesn't clash with the bass line because it might. Let's do one thing. I want to try this with the halftime. Let's just get like a sample. So if you want to record into the project, we'll click this and Alt R. And we have it right here. We just need this much. If we want to put these together, we'll have to check the EQs and see that they don't clash. Let's see how this sounds with a pitch up. We do this in the bridge. This is the high pitched one. Let's add the drums. It's time for the drums. So if you're talking about stock plugins and FL Studio trial version and stuff, I also have to tell you about sample packs. So Cymatrix has amazing sample packs. which are some of them are royalty free. So go on to the Cymatics website and see what they have, if they have something for free, and then you can, just mess around and make music and just live your best life. You know what I mean? Let me show you a hi hat trick, which I learned yesterday. So that's fun. So we're gonna go here, and right over here, there's this echo delay thing, right? So what we're gonna do is mess around with it. When we move the shift knob a bit, it creates that bounce which we want. Mm, that's a vibe. Let's do another hi hat and then mess with like the timing and such. Now it's time for the 808. Hmm. So this is in D. For this, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go here and right click on D. So now in the MIDI, the C will be C. Otherwise, it would have been fucked. We need to change the envelope so that the 808 stops when we want it to stop, and cut itself so that it doesn't mix with the previous notes. We are in E. So first things first, all of these percussions, we're going to choose all of these and we're going to put it in the mixer. Shift Control L. All of these are in the mixer now. We're going to make a percussion bus. Shift Control and select all of these, right? And then Control and click here. So what happens with this is that all of these mixer channels, they are unplugged from the master and plugged into the percussion bus. And the percussion bus is connected to the master. So what this does is that the signal does not go directly to the master, it goes through this bus. And on this bus, we can use an EQ and remove the low frequencies because we don't really want anything clashing with the 808s. So up to around like this much is fine. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add a kick for that punch. That's good. Let's move both of these in the mixer as well. So here we can like check if they're clashing with each other. So there are two ways of doing this. Either we reduce the volume of the 808 and increase the volume of the kick that it won't clash. Or what we can do is we can remove some of the lows from the kick so that the lows don't crash, because the main transient of the kick is somewhere here. It depends on the 808 and the kick, and it depends on your mix and the sound that you are going for. So let's see what the vibes are here. Get the drums in here. So I'm going to show you a trick which you can use in transitions. We take just the intro of this. We go to where it's at. We add another reverb. And we put the wet all the way up. Now we click on this and do Alt R. And right here, we have magic. When we make it reverse, do this to it and put it right here. You know what it does? What it does, it just makes the transition a little cooler. It's dark as fuck. I love it. This is the bridge. And we're gonna repeat this again as the second verse, the second hook, and add this here. We're done with the beat, and it's all stock plugins. Let's hear it, man. Take it from the top. Savage, baby. This video was really special to me because I've seen so many of these videos and learned so much from the amazing producers that are out there, and I'm so grateful that I get to give back to the community like this. So yeah, man, thanks for watching, and do subscribe if you want, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.